Welcome to Global Hub Updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The morning broke with a jolt for defense watchers. News tickers flashed. Philippine Navy's new warships delayed. PTPAL under scrutiny. The headlines rolled across TV screens and splashed onto social media, stirring anxiety in Manila's defense circles. For months, the Navy had looked forward to the arrival of new landing platform docks, crucial for both defense and disaster response. Now, the delay cast a long shadow over those hopes. Navy spokespeople scrambled to answer reporters' urgent questions. What does this mean for our maritime security? Will the Navy's modernization efforts stall? The sense of urgency was impossible to ignore. The delay wasn't just a schedule slip, it was a blow to national pride and military planning. With regional tensions simmering, every week without these ships matters. The public wanted answers. Analysts demanded accountability. The story was out, and there would be no easy way to spin it. The Philippine Navy, PTPAL, and defense officials all found themselves under a harsh spotlight. To understand the storm, we must know the deal. In 2022, the Philippines signed a contract with Indonesia's PTPAL. The goal, 2 brand new landing platform dock ships. These LPDs would be the biggest and most advanced in the Philippine fleet. The deal was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, marking a new era in Philippine-Indonesian defense ties. The ships themselves are impressive. Each LPD stretches about 123 meters long. They can carry hundreds of troops, armored vehicles, and even helicopters. Their main job: transport forces, aid in disaster relief, and support amphibious missions. For an archipelago like the Philippines, such ships are vital. The timeline seemed clear. The first ship was to be delivered by late 2024, the second by mid-2025. Both sides pledged close cooperation. The Philippine Navy counted on these ships to boost its reach and resilience in a region full of maritime challenges. But what looked like a sure bet now faces uncertainty. The promise of modern, timely ships is slipping, raising tough questions for both buyer and builder. As news of the delay broke, PTPAL quickly issued a statement. The company insisted it was committed to meeting contract milestones. Officials pointed to ongoing construction, sharing photos and videos of ship sections taking shape. "We are working closely with the Philippine Navy," the statement read. "Any schedule adjustments are minor and within normal limits for complex shipbuilding projects." PTPAL emphasized its experience. "We have delivered vessels to many countries," one executive said. "We understand the importance of these ships for Philippine defense." The company stressed that COVID-19 disruptions had caused minor slowdowns but claimed the project was still on course. Company spokespeople reassured both governments. "We remain transparent and open to inspections," they added. "Our goal is to deliver quality and reliability, on time, as promised." PTPAL's message was clear: don't panic, trust the process. But behind the polished language, doubts lingered. Could optimism alone solve the Navy's growing concerns? Many wondered if PTPAL's words matched the reality on the ground. Despite PTPAL's reassurance, the facts told a different story. Independent observers noted that key construction milestones had already slipped by several months. Satellite images showed less shipyard activity than expected. Insiders whispered about slow progress, with some components yet to arrive. Defense experts grew increasingly vocal. "The timeline is slipping," warned a retired admiral. "We're not seeing the level of completion promised by PTPAL." Some experts pointed to delays in steel cutting and hull assembly, critical early steps in any shipbuilding project. The Philippine Navy, meanwhile, confirmed that inspections had been postponed more than once. The delays weren't just technical, they affected training plans and deployment schedules. Officers who were supposed to train on new systems found themselves waiting, frustrated. The gap between PTPAL's statements and the reality on the ground widened. As the months ticked by, the sense of urgency grew. Observers called for more transparency and independent oversight. The Navy, eager for answers, began pushing for more frequent updates from the Indonesian side. Why then are the ships late? Several reasons emerged from interviews with experts and industry insiders. First, global supply chain disruptions played a big role. Critical components, like engines and navigation systems, were slow to arrive, delayed by shortages and shipping backlogs. PTPAL struggled to source materials on time. Second, internal bottlenecks hampered progress. PTPAL's shipyard was reportedly handling several contracts at once, leading to workforce strains and equipment shortages. Overwork and stretched timelines became the norm. Some say the company may have overpromised, biting off more than it could chew. Third, design changes requested by the Philippine Navy added complexity. Each tweak required new engineering and approvals, slowing the process further. Lastly, some suggest PTPAL prioritized other, more lucrative contracts, especially those with closer deadlines or bigger clients. These factors combined created a perfect storm. The result: missed milestones, growing frustration, and a project that drifted further from its original timeline. Delays like these come with more than just financial costs. PTPAL's reputation is now at stake, not just in the Philippines but across Southeast Asia. Other countries watch closely. If PTPAL can't deliver on time, why should future buyers trust its promises? Regional defense partnerships depend on trust and reliability. Indonesia's government has often promoted PTPAL as a symbol of its industrial strength. Now, critics wonder if the company is spreading itself too thin. One big project can make or break a shipyard's reputation, said an industry analyst. For future deals, this delay could have ripple effects. Potential clients may demand tougher contract terms or look elsewhere. PTPAL, aware of the risks, is working hard to restore faith, offering more updates and opening the shipyard to outside inspectors. Still, the damage is done. Rebuilding trust will take time, and the lessons from this episode will echo across the region. For the Philippine Navy, the delay is more than an inconvenience, it's a setback. The landing platform docks were meant to fill critical gaps in amphibious and humanitarian operations. Without them, the Navy's ability to respond to emergencies, transport troops, and project power is limited. Training schedules are disrupted. Crews who were supposed to learn new systems must wait, or train on outdated equipment. Joint exercises with allies may be postponed. The Navy's credibility, both at home and abroad, takes a hit. Morale is affected too. Sailors and officers who were excited about the fleet's modernization now face uncertainty. The delay also gives rivals in the region a talking point, potentially weakening the Philippines' deterrence posture. The bottom line: every month without these ships is a missed opportunity. The Navy's mission is harder, and the country's security is, even if just a little, more vulnerable. This episode highlights a hard truth. Relying on foreign shipyards brings real risks. Even the best contracts can't prevent delays caused by supply chain shocks, overwork, or shifting priorities. The Philippine Navy now faces tough questions about its procurement strategy. Should the country invest more in local shipbuilding? Can it afford to depend on foreign partners for critical assets? Defense planners are rethinking how they manage risk, negotiate contracts, and oversee progress. Some experts suggest more frequent inspections and stricter penalty clauses in future deals. Others call for better coordination between buyers and builders, especially when design changes are needed. The lesson is clear. Transparency and accountability must be built into every step. The Navy's experience with PTPAL will shape its choices for years to come. The hope is that mistakes today lead to smarter, stronger partnerships tomorrow. With the delays now public, what can the Philippine Navy do? Three main options are on the table. First, both sides could agree on a revised timeline. This would give PTPAL more time to finish the ships, with clear progress checks along the way. It's the least disruptive path, but might frustrate those demanding quick results. Second, the Navy could call for more site inspections and send technical teams to Indonesia. This would increase oversight and might speed things up. It would also signal to other partners that the Philippines takes contract enforcement seriously. Third, the Navy could consider penalties, financial or otherwise, if PTPAL misses new deadlines. This is a tough step, but it might be needed to protect national interests. Each option has pros and cons, and the choice will shape both the project and future defense deals. Whatever path is chosen, one thing is certain: the Navy can't afford to wait forever. Action is needed, and soon. The delay of the Philippine Navy's landing platform docks is a wake-up call. It shows how even well-planned projects can face setbacks. The lesson is not just about shipbuilding, it's about trust, transparency, and accountability in defense partnerships. Both the Philippines and PTPAL must learn from this episode. Clear communication, honest progress reports, and tough oversight are essential. So are fair contracts that protect both sides when things go wrong. In the end, strong partnerships are built on trust and results. The region is watching. The Navy's experience will shape future choices, not just for itself, but for everyone who cares about peace and security in Southeast Asia.